Hey guys, I'm a little late to the game on this, but a couple weeks ago, me and six other very talented musicians put together a collaboration to recognize someone in our community. And I did make a post for it in the post sections on my channel if you want to go check that out. But uh, the day after it premiered, or the day it premiered, it's been a long couple of weeks. Um, During one of the Ubi's streams, I'll link his channel below, he talked about his part in it and what thought process went behind how he added his bit to the track, and kind of encouraged the rest of us to just make a short video talking about what inspired us from the track, or to do our part on the track. And I figured I would get that story out here as well, just to get the collab a little more traction, just because I think it was a really great song, but also the person that it's for is a great guy too. And just a little bit about him. That's Timothy Richards. He has a channel, which I'll also link below this video. I'll link to the collab song, which has links to all seven of us that worked on the video as well, just so everybody gets their flowers for this, because it was a lot of fun to take part in, and I was honored to do it for Tim and our community. He's you can check out his channel for his story, but long story short, he's been through a lot, and even a coma, and then having to come back and figure out how to play guitar again, and he's been killing it. And despite everything he's been through, he's showed up for our community, everybody here, just shouting people out, supporting them, and I just wanted to put my part out there, what made me want to participate in this. Alright, so now that I've gone way off track, this all started when Bill from Guitar Pit of Horrors reached out to me and asked if he could give me a call, and I said sure, and we got on the phone and chatted. So Bill told me, he said, hey, I want to do something for Timmy. I'm trying to get a few people together, we're getting somebody to do some singing on it, and I've seen you play and wanted to ask if you wanted to try and play over a track that I was doing. And I said, well, yeah, I would love to, especially because I just appreciate everything that Tim's done for the community, including shout-outs to myself and the others. And we chatted a little bit more and then hung up, and my first thought was, well, crap, how am I going to keep up with that? If you go watch Bill's channel, you'll understand why I was a little hesitant. I don't really compare myself to anybody. I play for fun, and I try and get better all the time. That's what any of us can do, right? But anyhow, Bill sent over the backing track. I listened to it a couple times, and then played around with it, played over it for a couple of days, and still wasn't really sure what I wanted to do or where I was going to go with the direction that Bill gave, with certain sections where there would be lyrics, where there wouldn't be. He encouraged us just to play all over, because he was going to edit everything and pick out what worked. So the next couple of days, Bill put out a little teaser for us that included Ubi's part, which was fantastic. He laid down some slide tracks, which, come to find out during his video when he talked about how he did it, he played with a freaking battery to do slide, and it sounds amazing. I really encourage you to do that. And Ubi, if you haven't already clipped that part from your broadcast, I think you should, and have your story about what you went through to, and what your thought process was to get that going. But seriously, playing slide with a freaking battery. So we had those on the track, and we had some of Malachi's drumming on the track at all, so I got to hear that. And that got me thinking a little bit more. That gave me a little bit more inspiration. Then I went out to Timmy's videos and looked at some of the riffs that he was doing, and just tried to get inspired by some of what he was doing, thinking, okay, what would Timmy try and play on this as well, to try and get some of that vibe going, because I wanted to do something good. I wanted to participate in a meaningful way. So I got the tracks down, and then sent them over to Bill before we went on vacation. I didn't know when this was going to be out. And then the Monday after we got into town to watch my son graduate from tech school in the Air Force, I got a couple chats and a couple messages and noticed that the song was out. When I went out to listen to it, I was pleasantly surprised that my own parts sounded okay, but just amazed by what everybody else did. Just from Uli's opening parts, Jeremy Strings and Pucks singing the lyrics, Steve Gunner clocks in with the first bit of guitar madness, and which also sounded great as well. And then Vinny from Vinny's World. Holy cow. that guy can go. That's just amazing. And then my parts hit. And I couldn't believe, Bill even mentioned it in a message to me later, I couldn't believe how well they went together. You would think that we had been practicing together either remotely or in the same room somehow, because the way some of the solos fit together and answered back, and then having Malachi's drum step on top just was everything. I mean, the song is just great, I think, and I have listened to it on repeat, so that's why I'm doing this too. I want to get more people's ears on it, and then get more people's eyes on the channels of the folks involved, because it was just a lot of fun to do. And also, just, Timmy, we all love you, man. So this was for you, and keep on putting those riffs out there. It's inspiring a whole bunch of stuff. I'm hoping at one point to try and lift something and maybe do something with it for you again. So that's everything I had here. If I do the editing of this right, you'll be hearing a little bit of it playing low while I'm talking here. But I want to say thanks to everybody for checking out my channel, but go check out everybody's channel that was involved in this. And the noise you're hearing right now is my rabbit. So thank you, everybody. I've got to go feed a rabbit. Have a great night. Check out the song. Check out everybody's channels. Until next time.